Hi everyone, this is Johnnyonoes playing Subnautica, the power nap build, release, update, whatever you want to call it. So I was able to find the cave that I was looking for in the last episode, and we're going to scout out a permanent location for our base. So I went and installed the sonar modification to my Seamoth, and I'll only show you how I was able to see it. I was just driving around. I also found a bunch of wrecks as I got lost. So I found a wreck on a mushroom tree, found one in the green, and one over there in the red area. But we'll go check those out later. But if I use this, you can see that there's a big shaft. Maybe not yet. Let me get a little closer. See that there's a huge shaft going downward into the ground. This is kind of how I figured out that there's a cave here. And this goes down into the mushroom caves. Now, why this is important for setting up a base in the middle of the map is because most volcanic eruptions, the little volcanoes that produce all that heat, are generated on the surface of biomes that are really, really deep, as well as on the edge of the map. Like, you can easily find volcanoes in the mountain area. There's even one, there's a big set of ones in the, is that a sea worm? Yeah, look at that thing. That's from my nightmares right there. Anyways, now most of the shallower areas don't have heat. They don't have volcanoes generating off a ton of heat so that you can use thermal reactors to power your base. Now, the way I like to make my permanent base is I start with thermal reactors. I try to get as many as I can, maybe around 500 power worth of thermal reactors. Now, in this mushroom cave, there are little pockets of thermal energy, and we're going to continue looking for them. And the idea is we can have a nice shallow base in the middle of the map powered with thermal power. We don't have to just rely on nuclear. So this is kind of, there we go, that looks like a shaft, and now we're seeing the steam. So the thermal generators only need 15 Celsius degrees of temperature to generate additional power. So as you can see, I also built myself a thermometer, and you can see that we're at 45 Celsius right here. So let's see if we can find some flat land that's just as hot. Like right here would be okay to build some thermal generators. It's a little too steep, so I'm just going to keep looking around. Now, with thermal generators, you have to build them on the ground. Like right here is a great spot. It's like super flat. I mean, yes, it looks like lava, but at the same time, you can build a thermal generator right on top of it. And as expected, it's pretty hot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a beacon down here, so that we know exactly where we're going to start putting our thermal generators. And I should have thrown a beacon at the entrance of the cave, but because we have the sonar, it shouldn't be too hard to find. But we'll do that when we go back. There's a Seamoth.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
All right. So let's go find the entrance to this cave. Funny thing is, this is right next to our base. Our initial base. So we don't have to move too far. And I've never really used this tool, the sonar modification. Really liking it. I was able to find a couple of pockets of silver and gold. Let's see. Sorry for getting dizzy. Let's try to get near our base here, and I think there's a hole right next to it, actually. This is what I get for not putting a beacon up. Yeah. This is the main problem with games like this for someone like me. I have very little sense of direction. Okay, cool. That looks like a pocket right there. Let's see if it goes up. It does. Awesome. This may not be the same one. Yeah, it's not. But it's nice and flat over here. Wow, I can't believe I didn't see this before. Alright, let's go back to our base, or at least toward our base, and see if we can find that pretty cool spire. Alright, yeah, there's the cave entrance there. So we could basically build anywhere in this area, and then like maybe right against this cliff here would be kind of cool. I mean, you're not getting a very good, you know, doesn't look amazing around here at all. It's just sand. You're not going to get an amazing view or anything like that. Like that's the exact reason why I built in the Grand Reef. You can build right next to an area that's got tons of fish floating by, and it just looks amazing at night. Well, it looks amazing because it's so deep. It's nighttime all the time down there. So yeah, we're like at like 75 meters. If we use a terraformer, we can get rid of this red grass. I don't know. Maybe that's a good spot, or maybe right over here. And do like a thunder bluff type of thing, where we can have multiple components of the base on these spires. I don't know. I'm not the most creative base builder out there. I'm more about functionality than I am aesthetics. But yeah, let's. We're gonna have to go find the terraformer. That's all the way in Mountain Land. But let's go ahead and put a beacon down here. There we go. Oops. Build here. And then, just so that we don't make that mistake again, we're going to go ahead and put a beacon in the middle of this shaft here, so that we can get into it and out of it easily. Okay. So head back to base and get some water and food. And then see what materials we need to build out some thermal generators. Let's park this guy in the base, because we're at 50% energy. That will tell you how long I searched for that thing. But then again, the sonar also takes a bunch of power to use too. So I don't need the sonar anymore for now, but we'll definitely use it later. That was a pretty cool tool that made finding things really easy. So all the power's gone from the base. This is the main reason why we need to build a permanent base. Because if we're going to have like a filtration device, we're going to have you know, the core chargers as well as battery chargers, we're going to need a more reliable base with better power. So let's put this stuff away. Yeah, I found a lot of little caves that gave some easy silver. Used up all my copper for beacons. Oops, that beacon. Wrong box. Okay. So what we need to build are the thermal plants. So this one requires titanium ingot, which is 10 titanium. It requires magnetite as well. So that's easy to get over in the mountain area. And then lubricant is also easy. So if we plan to do 500 power worth of thermal plants, then that's 10 of these. So we're looking at 100 titanium ingots. Sorry, 100 titanium, 20 magnetite, and 20 lubricant. So that's a lot of farming for titanium, or for the thermal plants. So what we're going to do first then is, because magnetite is so easy to get, we're just going to pick up see how many we have already. Like we only have one, so we're gonna head on over to the. Let's eat first. We'll eat in the Cyclops. We should plant those trees inside the base too. We're not gonna take the Cyclops, but we're just going to get some fruit and then head on over to the mountain area. So we need 19 Magnetite. Shouldn't be too hard to get, but let's see. Yeah, you don't want to eat too much food either because you'll get hurt. There's blood loss detected. Alright, so we're going to be heading to the northwest area of the map. And we'll get some Magnetite. So we need 19. And I think we have enough titanium already. I think we still have three lockers worth of titanium. So the titanium is good. And I accidentally made an extra titanium ingot. Oh, I don't think I have to go straight north. Let's see. I always still use the Aurora as reference. Yeah, I think we went a little too far northwest. It's more kind of northish, northeast, northeast. So we need the Terraformer as well as the Magnetite from the mountain area. So we're going to look for both of those. Of course, we're doing this in the dark, so can't see a thing. But we have the depth compensators now, so it's not like we're in danger of going too deep. Is the light on? Alrighty. Let's see if we can see the mountain. Here it is. Okay, we actually we can see land again. Woo. Alright, there's some Magnetite. Keeping our ears open for any Reapers that might be around. Or little guys that are taking bites out of us. So a lot of lithium here, but I don't know if I have enough room. Well, we'll just focus on the Magnetite. Then later, when we go say hello to the sea treaders, we'll go ahead and get all the lithium we'll ever need. But yeah, that sonar thing was pretty cool. I think I'm gonna use that for when I go out and start looking for interesting places to check out. I'll be one of the last episodes that we do is just kind of go to all the spots that we see using the signals, and then maybe some cool spots like the lava throne room. That place is too big for my brain. It's sitting there driving with the sea moth, and it doesn't even feel like you're moving. It's just there's so much space in there, and I dread to think about what is going to be put in that room. All right, there's a fragment. I think no, is there a fragment there? No, it was just a node. So we are still looking for the Terraformer fragment as well. There's a bunch of them around here now. That's good. Those little guys are just beating on the sea moth. Alright. Yeah, there's lots of them around here. I'm swimming a bit slower because I've got I'm actually wearing 3 tanks worth of air. Well, that's not a big deal. I only do it when I need like a specific number of things to pick up. And then I'll get rid of them when We're like, okay, get all the titanium in the world. So another 6 magnetite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, I just need 3 more. Well, technically 2 more, but let's just get a couple extra just in case. Glad these things can't really hurt the moth. Oh, there's a fragment there too. Very nice. Ow. Will you stop biting me? Here we go. Terraformer fragment. Very nice. So we're going to need that to clean up some of those spires of that grass. If you don't, then the grass just kind of it clips through the ground of your base, which looks not as good. Or looks terrible. Alright, let's get a couple more magnetite. Let's check to see what this is real quick. That's another terraformer fragment. Just keep circling this mountain here. There we go. That should be enough. I was reading on their Trello that they want to make the what is it? The diving pulley, the diving line, a lot more useful. And man, would I love it if you could just, you know, put your stake in the wall, go adventuring for a little while, and then just have the pulley pull you back to where you originally put the stake. That'd be so nice. I think that's what they were talking about in terms of adding functionality to it. I still think it's useful, it's just kind of cumbersome. And as I was saying before, this is exactly what I meant, was for the edge biomes, there are tons of these volcanoes. Like this one's super hot, 51 degrees. I'll need basalt. Let's get one more magnetite. There we go. And we'll head back. Okie dokie. Now we only need a specific amount of a resource. It's best just to take the sea moth. The Cyclops is a little slow, and at this point in time, I'm trying to conserve its power. So I'm gonna head back to base with all this magnetite, and then we'll reconvene for the next episode, where I think we're gonna go back and get some more titanium and hopefully some more signals. So hope you've been enjoying the series so far. This is Johnnyonoes playing Subnautica, and thanks for watching.